sure about that.
Our leader, and soon the leader of all the Dariata. He doesn't piss about trying to make deals with Camelot. He fights for what we're owed with fire and iron.
He will unite all the tribes, and then we'll march on the capital. True, I can't wait for it to go up in flames.
Right now, most of them have their heads stuck up their own arses. Even Ulfar, my own clan. It's sad to watch how they stay in their honor, but eventually they'll wake up. There's no other way. It'd be best if Darvhanr backed One Eye. Then most of the Dariata would follow. The leader of the Stone Wardens. Do you know anything about the tribes? Mater, bless me, for I will sin. Yes, the Stone Wardens, masters of working with weird stone and weird steel. The toughest materials on the damn island. As you can guess, I'm one of them. Or at least, I was until I started following One Eye. You'll find Dariata from all clans there, though most of them are Ulfrites, of course. The Stone Wardens bring together master craftsmen who are respected by everyone. Well, except for a few thewed mongrels. If they back One Eye, convincing the rest would be a lot easier. A stray from outside the tribes wants to join the elite Dariata Brotherhood? I'll be shitting diamonds before that happens. You've got to know how to work with ancient magical materials, and the only ones who can teach you are the Dariata Master Craftsmen. And to even get that far, you need to become a friend of the tribes, which means doing things that would make any Ariata jealous. But hey, if you manage it, I'll forge you a nice brooch so you can visit Darvhanr without getting an axe lodged in your arse. Do you have any idea how weird stone and weird steel are shaped? You've got to strike the stone or metal in a way that makes them sing a special song they've remembered for centuries. Learning that takes years, and it's one of the most respected Dariata traditions. But hey, if you want to give it a shot, go ahead. Who knows? Maybe you'll pull it off. Mater, old me, because I'm about to lose it. You want to try? Fine. Here's the guide, a piece of weird stone. Go ahead, try to sing a simple relic out of it.
Why is everything always such a hassle?
Damn. How did you do that? Did someone teach you how to shape weird stone? Oh, or do you have $4 blood in you or something? I mean, sure, the craftsmanship is rough and there's a lot that could be improved, but damn. I've got to admit, I didn't expect you to pull it off. Didn't think it was possible without learning the Dalariata rituals. If you really want to join the Stone Wardens, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is that I can recommend you. The bad news is, since I joined up with One Eye, my word means jack shite to them. You'd need to find someone in the Forlorn Swords who can teach you more about the $4 song. Unless you head north to Quanach and find Kor. Talk to him. Mention my name. He should help you get in with the Stone Wardens and reach Darvanner. A friend. And probably a better blacksmith and stonemason than I am. But if you tell him I said that, I'll rip your tongue out. He didn't join up with One Eye because he's never cared about anything but his craft. But that's why he's still with the Stone Wardens and can help you get in. Not everyone in the tribes knows how, but yeah, most of the people who know the songs of the Four Dwellers are probably Dalariata. Why? Hell, we've been living in these mountains for centuries, and we've learned how to work with every other damn stone or metal. The Thuds will tell you it's because they connected with the ancient magic of those materials, or there's some nonsense. But that's total rubbish. I bet it was the Ulfrites who first figured it out. Just kept hammering at that damn weird steel until they finally made it work. It's odd that someone from the Volker is running the camp, since they're not exactly known for clear thinking. Most of them are lunatics who charge at the enemy with bare hands, if not bare asses. But she's got a good head on her shoulders, and she's way better than any Thud. Tension, you say? Nah, he just pisses me off. But that's true for every Thud, so he better not think he's special. You bet we do. Magic is cowardly crap. Any Ulfrite will tell you that. Use iron like a real person. Don't wave your hands around and wail like a dying goat. And you can't trust the Thuds. They're like vipers you fed from your own bosom, and that hasn't changed in centuries. It's not even worth talking about. Damn them.
Could use some action. You looking for trouble?
Please, state your business. A fight to the death. It must be so exciting. Well, well, the famous Bromar. No face and no life. That savage wiped out an entire unit of Camelot's infantry. But he couldn't take you down, huh? It's like the gods themselves made you for the job. Though I'm not sure which ones. In any case, you've certainly earned the gratitude of the capital. You are truly remarkable. I've never met anyone with such an insatiable thirst for blood. I almost wish there were more bounties left. But alas, you've handled them all. Please, take this as a token of Camelot's gratitude. And keep up the good work. I hope it brings you as much satisfaction as it does me. Go, the hunter waits.
An axe? And you're sure they haven't just declared war on their behalf? It looks solid enough. Good craftsmanship, I'll give them that. And what's this? An inscription? Do you know what it says? Huh. I wasn't aware they even understood that concept. I'll accept it, but cautiously. It seems like a nice gesture, but I just can't bring myself to fully trust it.
come to visit me here. Surely you're not here to steal my treasures, are you? Oh, they call me all sorts of things. Evil spirit, lurking fiend, imp fae, nasty little thieving pest. But really, my name is Mark. We're definitely not fae, that's something else entirely. I'm what people wanted to believe in. The one who snatched their last coin for a beer, swearing they had it just a moment ago. The reason they can't find their left sock in the morning. The cause of a missing wedding ring, oh, so on. It happens. I suspect it's because I really like to snatch people's little trinkets. But between you and me, if they paid more attention, it wouldn't be so easy to steal their things. You offend me in my own home. So not nice. Sure, it's junk to you now, but when you have to head out into the cold and can't find one glove, well, suddenly it becomes very important. And that glove? I've had it for ages. I'm just helping people appreciate the little things, because those are the only things that truly matter in life, right? At least that's what some bores say. Nah, it's just hilarious, watching you all lose your minds over a missing key or a sock. And I've been doing this for centuries. It's second nature by now. Oh, you shouldn't ask a lady such things, but you can ask me. I don't remember exactly. 9, 10 centuries at least, maybe more, 15, 23, I don't know. Of course. I mean, the funniest part is, you live in a place where you shouldn't even be, staring death in the face every day. And yet, you get the angriest over the smallest things. The Red Plague? Oh, you'll manage somehow, but where the hell is my favorite pipe? What is it with you people and gold? I've been around for ages, I still don't get it. I don't give a damn about gold and jewels. And you talk about them, you suddenly get all serious and pompous. I'm just here for fun. Strange. I thought people liked being buried with their little trinkets and shiny bits. And since I'll be dying soon, a crypt seems perfect. That's right. I used to play tricks on people back in the homelands. Back then, they respected me. But ever since we came to Avalon, it's just been getting worse. They're forgetting. Sometimes someone still tosses salt over their left shoulder for me, or maybe leaves a little bowl of milk with honey outside, but those folks are rare now. And when they all forget me, that's the end. Yes. Is that so strange? You can convince yourselves that you have bad luck, illness, love. Why not an old crone who steals your pants? No, it's just the natural order of things. I've lived long enough anyway. But since I'm kicking the bucket soon, I could pass on some of my power to you. What you say? Because first you'll have to do something for me, and it'll be hilariously fun. Well, before I give you some of my power, I just want something from you. Something stolen. Nothing big or expensive, just a little trinket. Just sneak into someone's house and swipe the shoes, or grab a wooden mug from the tavern. Will you do that for me? Great! Now you can either keep your word and commit the terrible sin of theft, or break your promise! And if you ever feel like a bit of thievery, I'll be waiting right here.
good news. When the keepers are allowed to leave the walls again, I have to organize a small party to stock up. And what about the traveler I mentioned? Was he... Yeah, just as I thought. Well, may he finally rest in peace. Thank you. Huh. I hadn't thought about a reward for you. But I do have some information that's worth more than anything else I could give. A few nights ago, I spotted a weird ear near the old ruined Brock. I had it in my sights, arrow notched and ready, when a wolf attacked me. By the time I dealt with that, the weird ear had vanished. It's yours, if you can catch it. I do, but the wolf tore a chunk out of my leg, and the wound's still healing. I'd rather not risk another nocturnal hunt while I'm not at full strength. Weird ears are skittish creatures. By the time I'm back on my feet, they'd probably be long gone. You're welcome, and good hunting.